Evening. Welcome to Mancave Beer Reviews and Man Stuff, episode 6, I believe. Not sure what I'll do when I run out of fingers. I have to make a tally chart somewhere. So, as promised, last episode we'd be reviewing Bishop's Nick Dark Times Milk Stout. Now, I've had some Bishop's Nick beer before, but never had this Milk Stout. Complete new one on me. It says limited edition 12. Bishop's Nick are again local brewery to Colchester, just down the road in Braintree. Been brewing for hundreds of years apparently. Where are we looking? 6 generations of brewers. Yeah, they're a real, been going for a long time. Again, this is one recommended me to the guy in Two Brews in Colchester. Not idea what the guy's name is, I have to find out and let you know. But Two Brews is a place to give a shot. So let's crack it open. It's bottle condition, so I've left it out here. Now, I don't like my beer chilled. I prefer it sort of room temperature, but it's quite nice out here, it's not too warm. Let's go with, that's what I will do, let's go with, where is it? I've lost it now. Got a new glass at the weekend. Yeah, bank holiday weekend just gone. My brother and sister-in-law were up from Watford, and we went to a beer festival at this place, the Black Boy in Wivenhoe. Never been there before. Fantastic pub, really good beer festival, 40 plus ales, 10 plus ciders. So I asked the guy, my brother asked the guy behind the bar, could we buy a Black Boy glass? He said, no, just help yourself, mate. So myself and my brother both took one of these home. So I'll be supping from that tonight. So this is the beer review side of the episode, and the man stuff is a quick look at my wood burner, log burner, whatever, that I made for the man cave. Now the man cave is what we're looking for, pallets long, 3 pallets wide, so what's that, 4, 8, about 16 feet end to end and sort of 9 feet wide. And hang on, got to be careful how I pour this because it's bottle conditioned. Now always try, if you have bottle conditioned ale, to not have any bubbles when you pour it out. If it glugs, you kind of shake up the beer and you end up pouring all the crap into the pint. Now inevitably there's always a little bit left behind. You want to be looking into the neck. When you start seeing floaters, pour into your pint and you tip it back. You don't want to pour stupidly slowly because it just takes forever. But you keep on pouring, keep on pouring, keep on pouring. See, well, it's been sat for long enough, there's hardly anything coming out of there. Look at that. And there's the crap. So as you can see, a little bit left over. I mean, you could pour it all in. Some bottle conditioned beers, you can pour the whole lot in and people like it, but personally, I can't tell you. Yeah, so, wood burner. Made it out of an ammo box, piece of shelving I got from an old scrapyard. Made it all myself. I found the idea on Pinterest, I think, so I thought I'd give it a go, and it more than warmed up the man cave. It's lovely. So, this is the Dark Times Milk Stout, 4.5%. It looks like a pint of Coke. Look at that. Can't even see through it. I'm not directly up to the light, cannot even see through it. Not quite sure what a milk stout is, I'll have to Google it. I'll be honest, I apologise. So let's give that a go. I'll tell you what, I'll sit and drink this while you guys look at the wood burner just behind you. See you in a minute. So here it is, my ammo box wood burner. It does what it says in the tin, made with an old 762 ammo box on a few bricks for support. The flue is made from an old shelf support I got from a scrapyard. If you can imagine, that would have been sideways on a piece of racking. The door is a piece of old checker plate, which, as you can see, you can close up. Got a couple of vents in there which you can shut down, open up. Now, I've done some research before I made it, and if you look, I don't know if you can see inside, but if you see the flames licking up the top there's actually a plate about 3/4 of the way up that goes right to the back but not right to the front. So the theory is you get a secondary burn. As you can see all those flames licking up the top there, the hot exhaust gases from when you've had a fire are still flammable. So you put that at the top there to let the gases go around the top and they reignite, keeping most of the heat in the fire. Now the good thing is the whole chimney warms up, which kind of becomes a radiator. Now, you wouldn't think for a room the size of this, and you've not seen the whole size of it, it's quite large, that'd be enough, but believe you me, it's plenty. As soon as you get it warmed up. Now the chimney, yeah, it's not so hot that you can't put your hand on it, but I wouldn't leave my hand on it. So I've got now up here a bit of checker plate, so the wood sort of comes round here, so you don't get any heat transfer into the wood. Also got a cold air vent there. So again, the theory being whenever you have to have an air vent for your fire, rather than put the cold air vent across the other side of the room, which is, you know, if you sit by it your feet get all drafty. The theory being the cold air comes in here and comes across where the heat is to where the top of the chimney stack is, so it warms up the cold air, so you never actually get a cold air draft. By the time you get to here, there's no cold air at all. You can feel a little bit here being sucked in from the fire, but once you get to here, it's already warm. Very clever. Not my idea, obviously. So there you go, that's my ammo box wood burner. I'm afraid I've got no design plans for it, but if you look on YouTube, there are loads of videos on how to make them. As you might have seen there, a little bit of hot ash spot out there. That's why I've made this hearth out of old travertine tiles I'd lying around. What I normally do when the fire's going is I'll put a pan down there as well, just to make absolutely sure. And I have this little ash thingy, which I prop the door up with. Cause I like seeing the flames, you see, so that stops any crap spitting out the fire and setting fire to the man cave. But just to be safe, I never actually leave the man cave with a fire roaring like this, just in case you might get the odd bit spit out here and there still. But there you go, that's my ammo box wood burner. Welcome back. You like the wood burner? Like I say, I've got no plans for it. There's no build pics, but if you just YouTube ammo box wood burner, you'll find all sorts of plans out, make one dead simple. You can make them all different kinds of flues, all different stuff. Alright, back to the beer. I have to say, I don't often say this, a little bit disappointed with that. It's not offensive, it's nice beer, I could drink a lot of it, but it's not as portery as I expected. That's a milk stout. I don't know, I expected it to be, I don't know what I expected. It's nice, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't not buy it again, it's very drinkable, but I expected a bit more flavour from it. I'm not quite sure what I expected. There's no, excuse me, there's no ingredients other than oats, barley, wheat, lactose and sulfites, which is unusual. No real tasting notes. Like I say, not a bad beer, nice to drink, but I don't know, I expected to be a limited edition one. I expected there to be a lot more, I don't know, something special to it. Sadly not, but still, like I say, not undrinkable, not bad. I suppose the upside being, because it's very light on flavour, you could drink quite a lot of it, which isn't a bad thing because it is beer after all. Now, yeah, it occurred to me the other day, all the reviews I've done so far, not many of them, are kind of, apart from the Abbott Ale, are kind of fairly rare, hard to get hold of beers. For me, I'm okay because down the road I can get them from Two Brews, but for anyone else all over the world, it might not be so easy to get hold of. So I might start doing reviews on more bog standard kind of beers, supermarket type beers. I need to restock actually because I've drunk quite a lot of this. My brother was up at the weekend, like I say, and we had a bit of a session out here. So I won't tempt you with what's next. I'll decide that I might do it tomorrow actually because I'm off work for a few days. Excuse me. I don't know, what should we go for? I'll tell you what, I've got all these beers down here that I got from Two Brews before Christmas. I've not had a chance to test yet. So I'll tell you what we go for. Next edition, sneak preview, Woody's Wag, Billericay Brewing Company. Again, another local brewery, same direction as Braintree, 4.2%, and that's all I'm going to tell you. I'll leave that sat there for next edition, and at some point I'm going to crack open this barrel of Broadside and drink some of that for you as well. So if you have been, thanks for watching. Cheers.